What up guys, it's Value for Value. Welcome back to another video. Today we are exposing another artist in the music industry. No, you are calling TECHN9NE. He's called TECHN9NE. Yo, if rappers were criticized for belonging to the Illuminati or being occultic or being satanic, you can't miss out TECHN9NE. TECHN9NE was highly criticized by a lot of people for being satanic. TECHN9NE is kind of like an old school rapper right now. But back in the days, he was a very good rapper. You know, back in the early 2000s, you know, he released a lot of good music videos and, you know, audios, and we were blowing up. But during his music career, he was called up for being satanic. I guess that was in the early 2000s. Yeah, he released an album and the album was satanic. You know, the folks that lived in that time, they were very woke and they knew about the satanic panic and all this stuff, so they were kind of like, why? So they called him out for being satanic, and his album was criticized, and you know, his mask on his face was criticized, devil horns criticized, everything was criticized, and he felt bad about it. A while later, he came out giving an excuse for using those kind of dark imagery in his music.
I made it divine instead of devilish. You know, I'm sizzling. I don't know nothing about devilish. People tend to think that things that are different are of the devil. Like Jay-Z would say, you know, the motherfucking black man can't be successful without thinking a motherfucker's down with Illuminati and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, if the Illuminati is truly where we find the money, why the fuck I ain't got $1 billion, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Stop saying it. It's stupid. You know, I'm sizzling. So I made this album go from dark to better to divine.
So he said it's not in the Illuminati. He said it was just a conception. You know, he's trying to make his album being, you know, going from dark to better and divine. Now the word divine, I don't know if it's God or Satan, but I think that's just an excuse for being satanic. And he also said that he's not a billionaire like Jay-Z and the rest. But that is not an excuse for being satanic in your music videos or your album covers and other stuff. You know, TECHN9NE took it very personal, and you know, over the years, when Lil Uzi Vert came into the game and he was being very satanic, TECHN9NE came out and he made a post about it. He said, "Okay guys, excuse my ignorance, but I've never worn an upside down cross out of respect for my elders who follow Christianity, and I've never worshipped the devil like people said I did either. But this is an upside down cross on this superstar's neck, right? How is he not shunned by the black folks that turned their back on me in 2001 due to my imagery being satanic in their eyes? Not that I want this young brother to be shunned. I just want to understand how folks can look at my painted face and say devil and Satan, but not look at this pig." This thing is crazy. So he's being boozy on Lil Uzi Vert because he was being criticized for being satanic or using satanic imagery, but he's not seeing that same criticism on Lil Uzi Vert. But he has to understand that back in the days, the folks were, you know, woke and they were being wise in their thinking. But nowadays, the youths, the kids that grew up in the early 2000s, you know, that were just born, they don't really have that mindset of good and evil. They just think about what they are being programmed with. So if they are being programmed with satanic imagery while growing up with Lady Gaga and the rest, they feel like that is good, okay? So TECHN9NE has to understand these things. But we can't ignore the fact that TECHN9NE used a lot of dark imagery in his music. Also, the devil horns is definitely satanic. All seeing eyes, definitely satanic. Black goo coming down from your eyes, you know, using the black goo symbolism, definitely satanic. And these symbolisms are Illuminati symbolisms. So he might be using that for probably, let's say, clout or whatever, but people know that these symbolisms are Illuminati symbolism. You know, BDL just came into the game a few years ago, but she's using the black goo symbolism. And TECHN9NE was doing this back in the early 2000s. Man, this shit is crazy. And he's saying that he was not part of the Illuminati. It's not about being part of the Illuminati or not, okay? No one cares if you're in the Illuminati or not in the Illuminati. People are in their different stuff, okay? People have their different cults. You might be a Christian, you might be whatever, you want to be a Satanist, that's on you. But when you use this satanic imagery on the masses, expect criticism from people. And that's how that stuff goes. So TECHN9NE definitely came out giving an excuse for being satanic, and if you watch that interview, he took a lot of time justifying the fact that he was satanic and he felt like he was just, transitioning people from darkness to light through his music, which was great, but people didn't see it that way. And even though people may feel like Lil Uzi Vert is different and Billie Eilish, you have to understand that music is power and we are human spirits, and when you allow this dark energy come into your body and you're just like portraying to everyone, you gotta understand that people don't like it, and that's exactly what happened to TECHN9NE. So a lot of people might be asking if he did sell his soul to the devil or not. Personally, I don't really think he did sell his soul to the devil, but definitely he did push up the demonic agenda. And I've said this over and over, you don't have to sell your soul. The vast majority of people who are in hell didn't sell their souls to the devil, but they are in hell because they did something evil, like they did push up the agenda. So the issue is not about selling your soul or not, the issue is about living the right way and not influencing people in the wrong way. We can't say TECHN9NE did influence people in the right way by being satanic or being demonic, because it doesn't really help anyone else apart from the devil.